Subtitles. Have you heard? My granddaughter messed up, going to those odd places. I agree with Mr. Liu, who'd heed those goody-goodies. If girls don't wear pink, they're not seducing men. So, my granddaughter deserves it. Media hype propelled Ken Yijun's case to trending. Under media pressure, the prosecutor's office and police quickly sorted clues, seeking new leads. Ken Yijun and Zhang Yiping were murdered after work. They lived in some sketchy neighborhoods and barely kept in touch with their families. All the signs pointed to an organized killer, and the bar staff had caught their eye as the prime prosecutor swiftly mobilized all police for investigation, but results were disappointing. As the case hit another dead end, Ryu Saoki put her hopes on consulting a senior, only to unexpectedly uncover the true nature of Ken Yijun. Ever since her parents divorced, Ken Yijun had been down, and she had to pretend everything was fine just to keep her mom happy. Over time, the church became her safe space, and she turned into a devoted believer. To keep faith alive, even her parents showed up at the church. But they found nothing unusual. The girl couldn't offer more clues, so Ryu Saoki gave up. Upon arriving home, new discoveries emerged. Ryu Saoki immediately took Ma-yin into the scene, and what they found left them stunned. The body was placed right on a cross. At that moment, while Ken Yijun's parents were at home, the body was found displayed on the cross. After an autopsy, it was confirmed that Ken Yijun had been assaulted, with the death time between 6 to 8 days, and clear signs of freezing on the body. Upon discovering that the red smudge on the face was lipstick, Ryu Saoki quickly sent someone to track down the brand and manufacturer. She returned to the prosecutor's office to review Zhang Yiping's case and, considering the tear stains on the 3 victims' faces, speculated that the killer might have had to run it. But when all the evidence was laid out, they found Zhang Yiping's position matched his drawings perfectly, showing the killer knew the victims all too well. Just as she was putting the pieces together, Hu Yunhee called out of the blue asking Ryu Saoki to discuss outside, believing the killer was an extremely narcissistic person. The killer's actions were all about grabbing attention and making a name for themselves, like they were showcasing their art. If he thinks of himself as the killer, you can bet his work will have some hidden meanings. Just as they got to sarcasm, wasn't there something you still couldn't figure out? After some careful reflection, Ryu Saoki suddenly realized she had completely overlooked the cut-off hand case, which the media had recently reported on. The deceased had tiny sweat rashes on 3 fingers, sending the out-of-practice coroner into a frenzy. His working experience made him feel uneasy and unsettled. The coroner identified the deceased as a bank teller, since they are the only ones who wear gloves every day. The police conducted citywide interviews and finally honed in on a girl named Zhang Jai. According to the manager, Zhang Jai had been low on cash for weeks, and worried about the bank's reputation, she didn't report it. Fingerprint comparisons confirmed that Zhang Jai was indeed the victim in the cut-off hand case. Ryu Saoki immediately interrogated the relevant parties, and a friend of Zhang Jai provided crucial information. She came across a new piece of news on the news channel. She discovered a piece of fresh news than the TV channel. The person on the phone turned out to be Hu Yunhee's brother, who revealed the killer's first call was to get him to wait at the bar for some news. Subtitles. The night when Lin Shangyang found out his daughter skipped class, it was that very night. That call was just to pass a message to remind him that his daughter going missing was no big deal. Hearing the killer's called remark sent Lin Shangyang over the edge, nearly making him lose it. Things have changed, so you actually know important figures in this case. I could just report you for that. Luckily, Da Xiao pulled Lin Shangyang back to reality, saving him from making a huge mistake. Back at the station, he listened to the recordings over and over, ultimately deciding to make a public apology on live TV. The chief rushed to stop him, warning that if he complied with the killer's demands, the department would become a laughingstock. The killer seemed to have anticipated this, dumping the car right at a salvage yard. Upon inspection, they found smudges on the car's door and steering wheel, along with bloodstains from the victim. Clearly, this was the killer mocking the police's incompetence, and Lin Shangyang was overcome with guilt. He thought to himself, no wonder I've become a useless cop. Subtitles. Lin Shangyang anxiously and desperately pleaded, Please hurry and bring my daughter back, otherwise I'll have no other way out. Even though Gyu's Aoki knew this was all part of the killer's plan, she couldn't cut off the father's last glimmer of hope. That night, Lin Changyon resolutely went to the TV station and tearfully shared the touching story between him and his daughter. Seeing Lin Changyon's sorrow, Lin Yijun finally understood how deeply her father loved her. She felt that everything was all too late, far, far too late. From that moment on, she confessed on TV that she felt like a worthless person. Who would have guessed? The killer retorted from the next show, "Women are just like stray dogs. Come play with us calmly." Hearing the killer's brazen remarks, Yao Yasai couldn't hold back her anger and started yelling at the camera, even mocking the killer as a cowardly woman. The killer's rage was ironically turned into yet another jab at being a cowardly woman. Subtitles: Yao Yasai, you must feel really amazing saying that. Enough. I don't want to be a pawn in this desperate ratings chasing show. Just tell that useless dad to forget his daughter.